The most powerful law in the universe is the law of attraction. And that law simply says that that which is likened to itself is drawn. You say, birds of a feather flock together. That is your awareness of the law of attraction. You notice that when bad things begin to happen in your life, it seems that everything starts to go wrong. You notice that when you wake up in the morning feeling good, you have a happier day, where when you begin the day with a fight with someone, that you find your day negative in many regards. That is your awareness of law of attraction. And indeed, everything that you are experiencing, from the most obvious to the most subtle, is influenced by this powerful law of attraction. When you think about something that pleases you, by law of attraction, other thoughts that are similar to it will begin to come forth. When you think of something that displeases you, by law of attraction, other thoughts that are like it will begin to come forth. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Your thoughts are powerful, attractive magnets. They attract to themselves, and you attract them to you by giving thought to them. When you feel lonely, you attract more loneliness. When you feel poor, you attract more poverty. When you feel sick, you attract more sickness. When you feel unhappy, you attract more unhappiness. When you feel healthy and vital and alive and prosperous, you attract more of all of those things. The way you feel is your point of attraction. And so the law of attraction is most understood when you see yourself as a magnet getting more and more of the way you feel.
You're worthy. You're born worthy. Don't let anybody tell you you're not worthy, because you are born worthy. You really are. Every baby is born into this world as pure positive energy. Each and every person has an internal guidance system.
Do you accept that you are more than this body, and that there's a source energy part of you who is a strong vibrational momentum who is calling you? You are so much more than you see in these physical bodies. You are source energy. You are an extension of this source energy. There is a momentum about you that when you tap into it, you will begin to understand what you meant to do, how you meant to feel when you decided, and you did, to come into this physical body.
When you think about what you want, does it feel good to you?
Your desire feels good to you? Doesn't torture you? That's a really good thing. That says so much, because when you desire something and you believe it, then you are in that eager, optimistic, good-feeling place. If you desire something that you don't believe, then it doesn't feel so good, does it?
Because while you're sitting in negative emotion, you're blocking that well-being from flowing to you. We're energetic beings. We have a stream of energy flowing from us and a stream of energy flowing to us. And when you put resistance within that stream, that is negative emotion, and it blocks your well-being from flowing to you.
And so many people sift through life trying to settle for the believable. And then they just get all resistant, because their life keeps producing within them. It's the nature of what this time-space reality is about. It keeps producing within you new, fresh desires. That's what the expansion of you is. It's what the evolution of all species is. So when the new desire happens, and it does all day, every day, you have to figure out how to give more attention to your desire than to the current reality that is causing you to doubt it. Because whatever you give your attention to is activated within you. You are vibrational. Most don't really know that. You're so good at translating vibration. But you are vibrational beings, and what you give your attention to is vibrational in nature also. And then law of attraction puts those things together. So if you are facing reality, there's some situation and it's happening often in your life experience. It's a sort of theme. The reason that it is because you keep looking at the theme, talking about it, thinking about it, worrying about it. Now, the worrying is the emotion that comes when you think about something you don't want. So when we say you worry about it or you doubt it, what we're saying is you focus on something that is contrary to what you want and to who you really are. So we want to help you to sort that out. We want you, first and foremost, to understand that you are the creator of your own reality and you do it through your focus. We want you next to understand that you have much more ability to focus than you have been applying.
Imagine yourself to already be what it is that you desire. It's important that what you put out is a match energetically to what you're desiring. Because the way to manifest what you're desiring is matching it at the same frequency that it is at. I'm just going to give you an example here. Like a hypothetical example. People say, why hasn't money came into my reality? I think about it all the time. It's not necessarily the subject you're thinking about, but it's also the lack of that subject or the abundance of that subject. If you have a mindset of lack, if you are always thinking about the lack of something, that is what you're calling into your experience. If you're thinking about the abundance of it, I have so much of it, I love to have it, and you really mean it, then that's what you're calling into your experience. Do you think the person who already has wealth and abundance that you are seeking sits around all day saying,
I don't have enough money, how am I going to pay this bill? I don't have enough money, what am I going to do? My family doesn't have enough money, there's never any money.
Do you, when you envision that wealthy version of yourself, is that how you would be acting? You have to be a match vibrationally to what you want. So, are you focusing on the lack of what you want? Or are you focusing on the abundance of what you want? If you stay within the wanting of it, from a lackful point of view, you are holding it away from yourself. But if you can focus on abundance in any other area of your life, the sun, the abundance of the sunshine, the abundance of fresh air, the abundance of whatever you can think of in your life, if you can focus on that, that will bring more things into your reality that match abundance. And don't kill it with doubt. They say, how do you get rid of doubt? And then the answer is, before it ever starts.
How do you get rid of doubt? How do you remove yourself from unpleasant situations before you get into them? How do you not end up at a job you don't like before you get there? Well, we know that's all well and good. If you just got here and you haven't been doing anything, you have no relationships. But what do you do if you're already involved in all of these things that you are observing that already have you hooked in to conditions that don't feel good? All you got to do is understand the process. All you got to do is, from wherever you are, take the path of least resistance. Here's what we really want you to understand. When you're in the middle of action, when you're in the middle of conversations, when you're in the middle of events, you're already pretty far down the path. We want you to take away from this gathering the understanding of finding the path of least resistance at an earlier stage, maybe even before it's in this action. Because you see, there's a vibration that is either in alignment with who you really are or isn't. You're in the moment, in the thoughts that you are thinking, in alignment, in full alignment with who you really are, or to some lesser degree, not in alignment with who you really are. So this vibration that is at the root of everything that you are about, and everything that you're living, and everything that everybody else is too, and everything that you're feeling, this vibration, because law of attraction is gaining momentum, this vibration, whatever it is that you've got going on, is going to evolve. It's going to escalate. It's going to become more. And the first thing that it becomes that is something that you can recognize, we could call it a manifestation. The first thing that you can recognize is a thought that occurs to you, because thoughts are manifestations. You're taking vibration, and you are receiving these vibrations at an unconscious level and translating them into something that is meaningful to you. That's how vibrations turn to thoughts, and that's how thoughts turn to things. In other words, this is the evolution of all things, all thought. It's what creation is about. And you are the creator who is molding the clay with your focus. This seems like a hard choice. You want something that you believe that you can't have. What we want you to understand is you could smooth that path out for yourself more than you know. You could look for things that you do like, and you could carve out a path of lesser resistance. And the more you do that, the more law of attraction will show you other things that you like also. So your path gets easier and easier.
You have to believe it if you want to see it. Put yourself in the mindset of knowing that everything's always working out for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are having beautiful days, and I am sending you love and good vibes always.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate each and every one of you who watched this. Leave me a comment, and I will definitely respond. Sending you love and good vibes always.